The walls between the virtual world and reality are closing.
Oh, hey Kiryu Kazuma.
俺らにできるのは立ち止まって泣くか一歩でも前に進むかの二つだけだ
Yo, Scott, you okay?
Yeah. Where am I? What is this place? How long have I been asleep for?
This is your house? It's December 2020. Also, wait, where have you been this whole time? You've been gone for months.
So you're telling me it was all just a dream?
Scott, you played the new Yakuza, right?
New Yakuza? I just have to drink. I'm gonna get Coke. When people ask if I'm a Coke or Pepsi kind of guy, I answer with Coke. Something about the taste is just more pleasant for me. That doesn't mean I won't enjoy a nice can of Pepsi every now and then, but while I drink it, a part of me just wishes it was a regular old Coke. That was my mindset when Yakuza Like a Dragon was first announced. A complete shift from the games that had come before. Once an action beat 'em up had been turned into a turn-based JRPG. I wasn't quite sure if I would enjoy it as much, but I knew with it being a new Yakuza game, I would still find enjoyment from it. Yakuza Like a Dragon is a stepping on point to the Yakuza series for those that were not around for the journey of Kiryu Kazuma. With Like a Dragon, we are introduced to the new protagonist of the series, Kasuga Ichiban, a man, like Kiryu, that was thrown into jail for a murder he did not commit. Released 18 years later to find the world is no longer the way it once was, with smartphones, stricter laws, and the Yakuza world falling apart, the Tojo clan no more and the Omi alliance reigning supreme. After his release from prison, Ichiban is determined to get back to his Yakuza family, though things don't end up going to plan as he finds himself at the heart of a deep and interconnected ploy that will unfold throughout the game, with many unexpected twists and shocking revelations throughout. The game brings a breath of fresh air with its engaging storytelling, giving players new angles and scenarios not found in the past games. These elements come together along with many heartfelt and emotional scenes that really sell Ichiban as the new face of the series. The range the character can achieve is an impressive feat, creating one of the most likeable characters in the series, up there with my personal favourite, Akiyama. In contrast to past Yakuza titles that sees you play as one character at a time, Like a Dragon introduces new characters that join Ichiban on his quest, creating a party akin to many other JRPGs, all of which have aligned interests and goals to achieve. From an ex-cop, a homeless man, and a familiar looking character from a past game, amongst a handful more. These different characters all have appealing interpersonal relationships, all of which create a vibrant dynamic within the group, putting the team camaraderie trope to great effect. Throughout the game you can even improve the relationships between each character, somewhat akin to Persona 5, to unlock new abilities and perks during battles. And these wonderful new characters can be heard speaking in both a Japanese dub, or for the first time in the mainline series since Yakuza 1, an English dub.
Have you seen Masato Arakawa?
I'm very sorry, but I haven't seen him today, sir.
Damn it.
Personally, I'm a Japanese dub purist when it comes to Yakuza, but the option for English is a great addition for accessibility for those that would otherwise glance past the game. The localization team even went to the effort of reanimating the lip sync to be more accurate to each dub, a little touch often overlooked in most AAA titles. Along with the dual track audio, the game also has one of the best soundtracks in the series, covering a variety of different musical genres, with the theme of the game that is played during the credits being one of my all-time favourites. So, new characters and a new storyline, all of which takes place in a new area of Japan, that being a district of Yokohama. Though my pronunciation would be so terrible, I'm not even going to try to attempt it. An area that dwarfs the comparatively tiny Kamurocho and microscopic Sultanbori, both of which also make an appearance throughout the game. The Yokohama District is brimming with life, a beautiful area to explore with many fun activities and side quests to be found within. From an enjoyable kart racer, a business management game, along with the classic Yakuza side activities such as golf, baseball, and enjoying classic SEGA arcade games. But all of these side activities have nothing to what is without a doubt my favourite part of the game, taking exams at school. It's great to see RGG Studios went above and beyond with this district, making it feel incredibly fresh and unique. Though while exploring, the battle encounters were a bit too frequent for my liking, often breaking the flow of exploration, and these encounters are a little bit different this time around. The biggest change to Yakuza Like a Dragon is that of the gameplay genre. The 2018 game Judgment perfected the real-time action combat that the series had been known for over 10 years. So when Ryuga Gotoku Studios had managed to perfect their style, instead of just keeping things the same yet again, they rather boldly changed the entire genre of gameplay to that of turn-based combat. The reasoning? The main character is such a fan of the Square Enix title Dragon Quest that he perceives all his encounters as a turn-based battle. Very meta. This was a drastic change that became divisive at the time of its announcement up until its release. So now that the game is out, does the new gameplay succeed? Well, almost. When Toshihiro Nagoshi was creating the Yakuza series, the story was the main focus of the game, the cause so to speak, while the gameplay was the effect of the medium of gaming. Nagoshi made sure that each game could be enjoyed by anyone, no matter their skill level, so everyone can enjoy the brilliant story that Nagoshi and his team wanted to tell. This accessibility found in previous games is sadly gone with Yakuza Like a Dragon. To progress throughout the game, you will have to become very familiar with many turn-based JRPG mechanics, in terms of the combat, equipment and leveling up, customizing and adapting your job type, and on top of that, a fixed difficulty with several spikes of challenge with the requirement of quite a lot of grinding, and I can say personally that the grinding in this game is not particularly fun. Also including an hour-long quote-unquote dungeon that sees you walk through a never-ending sewer that is without a doubt the most tedious part of the game. All these aspects brought together can turn off a potential player who might be a fan of the Yakuza series, but not familiar or a fan of the turn-based JRPG genre. That's one side of the fence, however. The other is that of a more hardcore gamer who is well versed and familiar with all the different forms of gaming genres. And with that, Yakuza Like a Dragon is a breath of fresh air. To move away from the action combat that was beginning to become slightly repetitive with every subsequent release, to move into new uncharted territory is an exciting move. Those familiar with turn-based JRPGs will find comfort and amusement in the portrayal and execution of many different tropes, and while not always perfectly executed, it is impressive to see RGG's first attempt in creating a fresh and unique turn-based JRPG experience. In terms of visual presentation, the game is yet again running on the Dragon Engine, which first saw its use in Yakuza 6. And if you're able to play this game on the new generation or on a PC that is able to run at max settings, you're in for a gorgeous time. My experience with the game was spread across two different consoles, the PS4 version purchased by myself, and the Xbox One S version kindly provided by SEGA. And while both consoles are now starting to see the end of their life, the performance difference between each platform is quite noticeable. The Xbox One S version of the game is plagued with extremely long loading screens and unstable frame rates. These two things hampered the first 5 chapters of the game, but on release I was able to swiftly pick up the PS4 version, speedrun my way through all the cutscenes to continue off the story with a much more pleasant and stable experience. If you only have an 8th generation console, the PS4 version is the way to go. Controls work the way you would expect them to, with combat options being selected from a move list, which is very easy to navigate. And when you select a move, a short button input such as mashing or to press a button at the right time helps keeps you engaged during these battles to get that extra bit of damage. A great use of the action beat 'em up roots being used to inject some Yakuza charm to the turn-based style. Yakuza Like a Dragon is a fresh new approach for the series, and a great jumping on point in terms of story, and with the fresh new gameplay and location, there's no better time to jump back into the world of Yakuza for past players. A game with so much charm and energy, you'll be remembering these quirky set of characters for years to come.
Yo, Jimmy, I did it. Jimmy, I beat Yakuza. Finished it. Jimmy.
Scott, if you can hear this message, you're one step closer to finding the truth. The day of judgment will soon be upon you.
Imagine a dance song in jogging yoja.